are you?
Oh, wow, my mic works.
Hello, I'm Mr. Poseidon. There's some guys now listening to this going, what is this? This is a fishing show. Yeah, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Subscribe already. We got to get like that bell, honey, when people subscribe. So let's say hello to my lovely wife first. Honey, are you ready? Oh, no, we don't got the camera set up.
I mean, one of those views has me in there.
No, it doesn't, honey. This is bad. This is so bad, isn't it? You want to go sit next to Dylan?
No, it's okay.
Oh, my God, his wife heard that. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything bad by that. All right, anyway. All right, so my wife, lovely wife, how are you, darling?
Good. How's everybody?
All the way over there.
Everybody's saying Happy Easter to you.
Thank you. Thank you for the happy Easter. I'm very happy. It's my Easter.
Greek Easter.
It's Greek Easter.
I know your mom's out there.
And my mom's out there. Hi, Mom. How are you? The Hispanic Open was great. Last year's, at least. But anyway, it's all good, honey. Thanks. So, tonight we have a special guest on. His name is Dylan Jewell. And when I say special, I really mean that. I didn't just say, yeah, he's a special guest. Dylan is the director of LIBBA. That's the beach access with buggies. Is that correct?
Long Island Beach Buggy Association.
There you go. It's so easy when you got the guy here. You know, you got this picture. Nice. Dylan's live in studio, guys.
Woohoo!
I had to pay a lot of money to get him here. You know what it's like to fly a helicopter from... This is the only deal he made, only with a helicopter, Mr. B.
Helicopter.
No problem. So anyway, Dylan's here tonight. I'm very excited about that. We got some good stuff lined up. Get your notepads out. And for those guys that still don't know how to use your cell phones, get a paper out, you know, pen, and get ready to write some stuff down. Important, because you want to read to the officer. Dylan said, F... No, he didn't say anything like that. But
we have Thomas Steinbeck says, Dylan Jewell catches some serious fish, and those bucktails he makes are insane. Best in the business.
I just saw one up close. They're insane. He put it in front of me. It was like being in the jungle. I got lost in the world of colors. And by the time I made my way out to the other side, there was another one in my face. I was like, what's going on? But yeah, some really insane stuff. And I exaggerate that because that's the truth. I was kind of shocked. These things are going to, compare to like 5-6 inch lures. They can. They're so... We'll talk about that later, all right? It's too much right now. I'm sorry, Dylan. Can't promote somebody's stuff like that. I'm going to put myself out of business, you know? I'm just kidding. So, let's keep going on that. So, thank you, everybody, for coming to the show today. I am Mr. Poseidon. This is how it is every week. This is my friend, the little pineapple cup, and we always fill them up. Where's the bottle? I don't have it with me, but it's Poland Spring water. We love it. The only way you're ever going to know what's in here is if you come here live on the show. And then you have to sign something that says if you ever mention what's in these drinks, you have to die immediately. That's it. No, there's no death on YouTube. Everything is great. Jolly la la la.
It's only off camera.
There you go. It's only off camera. No, we can't say that, damn it. Put that gun away, Dylan.
Everybody's putting in little pineapples in the chat.
Pineapples. Here we go. All right, so
bloodline.
Everything's been great. The fishing's been wonderful up here in the Northeast. The Hudson River, it's always on fire. There are just runs of fish going up, and they're coming a little earlier this year, I must admit. It's the heat miser. Remember you guys ever watch Santa Claus? What was that when Santa Claus, honey? With the heat miser and the freeze master and whatever his name. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. 101.
Oh
anyway, that's the guy who you have to blame. That's the guy. It's really hot.
It's the heat.
So the stripers are coming up a little early, but we're getting big fish. In the last 8 years that I've been fishing down there, every year they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now they're so big that you'll never get to see them because they snap your line. There have been a few cases this year where the lines have been snapped with 50-pound braid. And that's a fact, and that's in Alpine, New Jersey at the inlet of the Hudson.
Oh.
If you go down there, they will shoot you if they've never seen you. So think about that one. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for coming. Okay, go ahead, honey.
I was going to ask Dylan, how's the fishing been for you?
Oh, wait, honey.
Yeah.
Before we ask so this is where... She's great with setting everything up, and the computer's running great, and the music is sounding good, and everything is just great. But when it comes to asking questions, we haven't even introduced Dylan, honey. Did you hear any cheers?
He's been on the screen already.
Yeah, has he? It's just terrible. Why don't you tell me these things? All right, anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight.
You want to put your little applause?
Director of LIBBA and also the VP of
The New York Coalition of Recreational Fishing.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Jewell. Welcome to the show, Dylan. I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm very excited that you're in studio, which is totally awesome. There's lots to talk about. I mean, we were downstairs. We were talking for a while. We were looking at the pizza. We decided after the show, so it will be a very short show tonight. Other than that, Dylan, welcome to the show. Thank you for being on
Thanks
tonight,
for having
buddy.
me again.
Yeah, you are well deserved. So, for the people that don't know out there, let's start from the beginning. You're the director of LIBBA, correct?
Yeah, I'm a director for LIBBA. There's quite a few directors, but I'm the main
One of them.
director for like the Smith Point,
Right.
Cupsog, and Shinnecock
Right.
area.
Yeah, they demoted you from the, what was it, treasurer because they found money missing. Is that
Wow.
true? No, I'm
No, I'm
just
joking.
kidding. I'm kidding,
Spent
everybody.
it all on fishing gear.
Yeah, there you go. That's the only way to be, man. You're the man. But let's go back to the director of LIBBA. Explain to everybody what LIBBA stands for and what you guys are trying to do.
LIBBA is Long Island Beach Buggy Association. Our goal is just to keep tires on the sand, fight for access, fight to not lose any more access than we have already. We do a lot of, we donate quite a bit to multiple organizations. The air compressors that are at some of the beaches, LIBBA pays for them. So we're the ones that supply, the air
Time out.
compressors.
I've always, you got me on this one. This is a good one. So now I'm at demo point. Does LIBBA have anything to do with those compressors, the
Yep.
New York State?
Yeah.
So, which is pretty cool because I've always wondered who's paying for this stuff
Yeah.
in New York State. So you guys go ahead. Tell me a little bit about
LIBBA pays for them, and then the state or, like Suffolk County, they have their workers come in and do the work. But yeah, we come up with the money for them. Some beaches don't have it, like Sore Thumb, Gilgo, just because there is no underground utilities to tap off of.
I just want to let you know, I let my airs out at Gilgo Beach.
Always air down.
Yeah, so I aired down, and the next thing I know, when I got on the way out, I see a guy. I'm like, "Look, man, I'm looking for the pumps." He goes, "Oh man, you got no pumps over here. Gotta have your own compressor."
Oh.
Well, anyway, we called the tow truck. Cost me a little extra. Let's not get into that night. Police officer was wonderful. Guided me perfectly.
You can always just ride slow.
Yeah.
And you can go to capture.
I
bait
had
and
them
tackle.
down so low that I couldn't even ride low in them. I overdid it. So remember, guys, I'm not the pro. I'm the guy who hosts and can talk this blah, blah, blah out. I'm here with the pro to tell you what to do right. You just heard. So we're going to talk about all this right now. Oh, the compressors, man. I've always wondered who's paying for this, who's doing this. These things are running constantly.
Yep.
Well, here it is.
Yeah.
So you say that LIBBA helps. I guess you guys also donate to that compressor thing running?
We foot the whole bill.
Wow.
For the compressors. I think the county or the state, whatever beach you're at, they pay the guys to go in there and do the
Service.
installation.
Service,
But yeah, we even have LIBBA members, like I'm the director with Smith Point. So if any of my buddies that are out there tell me, hey, the compressor's down, I can call
Certain
Cookie,
group.
who's the president, or you call, one of the supervisors over there, and they'll have their guys go turn it on.
And by the way, he mentioned Cookie. Cookie will be on the show also. He was supposed to be here tonight. He was busy, right?
Yeah, I
Something
didn't even get
coming
a
up.
chance to really talk to him.
Right,
but
right. That's okay. Next time, we're going to get Cookie on here also. Another guy who could tell you stories. I mean, good stories. Bill Wetzel type stories. UFOs. He actually rode in the UFO, took a stroll with the UFO around the world, 6, 7 times
and they
it
caught
was?
a couple 40-pound fish.
There you go, and a couple of 40-pound fish. Let me tell you, those UFOs are good for something, not only the pyramids. Let me tell you something. All right, so getting back to a more serious note with LIBBA, I'm very excited that you're here. Now, as far as getting beach access, okay, a guy hears it on my show, hey, yeah, beach access, cool. What do you have to what do you actually have to do to get beach access? What is this all about?
What does it
Well,
involve?
years ago, there wasn't as many regulations. There wasn't as many people with these mansions on the water, and over time, you lose a little bit of access. And it's a lot of the rich people who have their houses on Dune Road. They don't want a bunch of 4x4s
Sure.
going in front of, their houses. So as time goes on, we've lost a little bit of access here, a little bit of access there. So we just fight to keep what we have. Another thing that we are pushing is the HCP plan, which is the Habitat Conservation Plan. That is for the piping plovers where they wind up shutting the beaches down. The HCP plan allows someone from the government to come in once the birds hatch and you're able to move the nest to a designated area that's not going to interfere with the 4x4s.
There you go.
Because they shut the beaches down. They already shut down. Cupsog always gets shut down.
Sure.
But that's already shut down, and Cedar Point is already shut down. The birds are here early. Everything's a little early.
Oh, wow.
It is what it is. My
But
wife's been early for 25 years, coming up in September. Real early, bro. Be careful. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
But
Look,
the
she's
plan-
laughing over there, but, under that unlying smile and laughter is really the devil's daughter there. That's her.
You're
I can relate.
So
Oh, my
foolish.
God. No, don't say
No, I'm
that
joking.
because you're going to get yourself in trouble.
I'm going to be sleeping
Just
on your
bring the
couch
leftover
tonight.
Yeah.
pizza home, and that should get you by for the night.
All you guys need to sleep on the couch.
That's right.
It.
That's it. See? The devil comes out. She doesn't show it. Only when we're off camera. I'm like, I wish they could see you on camera.
Gotta
I
leave
wanna
the
have a
camera
fight.
secretly on.
My goodness. Do you have to do this with a guest in studio? Embarrass ourselves like this? I don't want to be married anymore. No, I'm kidding. I didn't say
Back
that.
to the
I'll be
beach
fine.
access.
Yes, back to the beach access. So you're looking and you try to keep what we have, correct, Dylan?
Keep what we have, and also not if they try to shut down the beaches, we go in there and try to find out where exactly the bird has their nest. Is it really interfering with the access?
Got it.
But the other thing, you have people who don't do the right thing. They're driving
know,
way
it's
too
terrible.
fast down the beach, not airing down, driving over the dunes, ripping down the snow fence, lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
So you kind of can't blame them, for shutting the
can't. You
beaches
can't.
down.
I just want to apologize to the guy that I burnt down the house. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
No,
that.
you didn't.
Going a little fast. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do anything. I
Yeah.
follow the laws as much as possible. I don't care what they are. What people have to look at the whole picture, Dylan, and I understand what you're saying, where sometimes people get a little out of hand. You have to look at the whole picture, guys. And the whole picture says this. Dudes, we're allowed to go on the beach with your truck. What, how can I say that, honey? Give me that English word.
What are you trying to say?
Like I'm trying to say that it's a great thing. What a great thing to be allowed to be on the beach with your truck at night. And you open the door and basically you're walking 20 feet.
A privilege?
What a privilege.
benefit?
Yeah, what a benefit. So it's a good thing that when these other organizations step up and they're like, hey, you can't come on this beach anymore. But look, we're not we're not destroying anything. We're not doing anything wrong. And then you have a group like LIBBA, and also you have Montauk Surf Association.
Yeah.
They're another group just like you. They look to fight and do the right thing for us, which is great.
It's
Yeah.
only Long Island, though, huh? Like, it just focuses
LIBBA is
on
in Long Island, but it's also up in Massachusetts. It's in multiple states on the
okay.
East
Excellent.
Coast, and then Cookie is the president of, I guess, the
I
international.
love Cookie. I love hearing his stories, man.
So
We have comments
Yeah.
in the chat
Go ahead,
saying
honey,
in the
go ahead.
Bronx that we need access in the Bronx. But I guess they...
for I'm not 100% familiar with the Bronx. I know
Yeah.
we do have some members
Right.
that are from the Bronx, but access as in, getting trucks on the beach over there. I don't know of too many beaches in the
Right.
Bronx you could drive on. I'm just not aware of.
Well, you guys should do the investigation. Go to a beach and check it out and say, is it beach accessible but with a truck? If it is, which most likely 99% of them are, there's some way you can get on the beach because they have to bring equipment onto the beach to work on beaches.
Yeah.
So if you can get that access and see, hey, what is stopping me here? You have to find out from the town. Maybe you can explain to them how they can go about finding if there's access, maybe there's not.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just talking about fishing access in
Yeah.
certain areas, that's really wouldn't be a thing that LIBBA
I
really
see.
goes after, like just walking on to the beaches.
You-
like we're not
yeah.
even like a lot of people fish. Most people fish in LIBBA,
course.
but it's a 4x4 club just to keep trucks on the sand. I mean, if there's issues and we could help, we would obviously do what we can to help out.
Right.
But it just depends on what type of access issue you're referring to.
Here's a question from Turtle Cove Tackle is saying, ask Dylan if Cupsog is going to definitely remain closed for full beach access this season.
It does every year.
Burma
Road fell apart back in
21.
21. We need to have access to the inlet.
Yeah. In the fall, there's access to the inlet. You can drive on the open beach. They pretty much shut it down this time every year for the birds. We've lost so much sand on the backside of Cuppy over the years. There's a rock pile that's out there.
Right.
I remember when that used to be on the beach, and now it's about 75 feet into the water.
Right.
We've just lost tons of beach back there. Camping grounds that used to be back there. I just don't know of a way to really build up the sand properly to be able to avoid that.
Yeah, this requires town information. They have to know.
Yeah, I mean, you're
And then you
talking,
go, yeah.
you know, millions and millions.
Forget it.
You know,
We're not there
Wow.
yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading the comments.
Yeah, there you go, sweetie. So, okay, going back to Dylan. Dylan, also now, we talked about LIBBA a little bit. We can sit here all night and talk about LIBBA and come up with some good ways and bad ways and ways to do things correctly. You pretty much gave us a little definition of what's going on with LIBBA and what they stand for and what they're trying to do as far as keep what we have, correct?
yes.
All right, so what's the other organization that you're a VP of?
I'm the VP of the New York Coalition of Recreational Fishing. The coalition, that was started back in 2006 from Willie Young, the old-time Montauk surf legend.
Yep.
He started it. He wound up, everyone knows he passed away. The president, the current president is Ross Squire. He runs it. He's on the board for the FAB, the Fishing Advisory Board. We also fight for access. We just pushed to get cameras. Camera was put in at Demo. We're trying to get cameras put in at other beaches.
Nice. That I love. Demo.
You know,
Ooh.
listen, I'm
I
not saying
love that
to
spot.
be a snitch or anything or like
Yeah.
that, but if you see someone doing something,
Absolutely.
say something.
No. There's no
because
snitch here, buddy.
I don't want the beach to get shut down just because someone's doing something they shouldn't be doing.
Listen, we all work together here in Piermont Pier.
Mm.
Everybody knows down there who comes. Even people that don't know us, they know. Those are the guys that if we do something wrong, they're going to be down here. So why even either bother come down here or why not just do the right thing? And last year, honey, we did on my challenge, which is happening April 29th at Piermont Pier. Make sure you show up. It's a great event. It's only $40 to join. All proceeds are going to the Piermont Police Department. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. But we do a catch and release derby down there. Longest fish by length wins the contest. We have some great prizes. 12,000 tonners with a Trophy 2 fishing rod and a battle, what are they called? Battle?
Pen battle.
Pen
yeah.
battle.
10 battles. We got a 6,000 coming out second place. We got a Ed Point bag, a single tube bag with an eel pouch. Come on,
That's
man.
another
And then for
prize,
kids,
yeah.
we got a junior prize, right? We got a
Nice.
double setup with another pen reel. And I got them because they're for younger kids. So I got them the, what's that unbreakable rod? The
Ugly stick.
Oh, the ugly stick, yeah.
I love
pick
when
a car up, one
I
of them.
have in
Yeah.
studio people. You understand? They're here for a reason.
We have
They're here to spread the
Larry
knowledge.
Pacifico Dylan saying,
Hello, my boy Dylan.
Larry's the VP of my surf fishing club.
Yeah, Larry.
He's, Larry's the man. I love Larry.
Larry. Yeah,
Nice.
Larry's a great guy.
Thank you, Larry.
Larry runs the Hooked on Vets event that my surf fishing club holds, and
Oh,
LIBBA
cool.
is a sponsor of
Yeah.
that. Larry runs it. He does it in memory of Billy Lemnicki, who used to be, I think he was the president of
Right.
MSA at one point,
Right.
and also of LIBBA. He passed away two
This
years
is great.
ago.
I love this. You guys got your pants.
And he runs it. He asked me to be a co-chairman, and he puts his whole heart into that event and to do it in Billy's in Billy's honor. Billy was a 2-time Vietnam vet.
Right.
And he went to the Beacon House, which
Right.
is vets. They have substance abuse issues, PTSD.
Right.
And he would bring them out for a day to give them a moment of clarity and just to kind of forget about it. We'll get heroes, sandwiches, we
Absolutely.
get cake, and
I love that
Matt
part.
from the Fisherman Magazine, he'll donate
Yeah.
magazines.
Matt Hefner?
Broderick.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Great guy, by the way.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Great guy.
So we hold that event.
Thank you for that donation, WR. Guys, we don't care if we get $1. We don't care if we get 50 cents. Guys, help me out. We need donations. We're not, I don't do
Keep the
anything
lights
where
on.
I'm getting stuff free in the mail. Sure, guys send me plugs, but I'm fishing with those plugs so I can catch plugs, so I can catch fish with them to prove to you guys how good those plugs really are. We have no complaints here tonight. We have some great giveaways. Oh, we got some good
Tom-
giveaways tonight.
Tom
Okay.
Hood says, thanks for taking care of our veterans.
Thank you, Dylan, for that. Absolutely.
I got to give back to them. They do so much for us.
Absolutely,
So,
Dylan. And I feel the
Yes.
same way. My April 29th event, all proceeds will go into the Piedmont Police Department, the PAL. And that's for those of you guys that don't know, that's the Police Athletic League. I'm proud to donate that money to them. And all these expenses are coming from me. I'm not a certified, what do they call? A donation taker? What is that called?
Oh, like a foundation?
I'm not a
Charitable
foundation, so everything
foundation?
is coming out of my pocket. And nobody wants to help my cause except WR. Thank you for that $2, brother. That means the world to me. So we take donations. Please feel free. $5 ain't going to hurt you. Trust me. And it's going for a good cause because I have great giveaways every week. And once in a while, they install. Who else wants to fish with anything else when you're surf fishing? And until you use one and you dunk it and you come home and you're all worried and you're realizing it works better than when you first dunked it in the water, forget about it. It's good stuff. I love this. I love having this channel and getting back to our man Dylan. Romina, any questions coming in? Because I want to do my first calling caller.
Okay, I have a question. Tyler Stager.
Dylan, hold on. Dylan, I want you to pick out 2 lures so we can do as a giveaway. I want to put them in the camera right before we take this question my wife is going to do.
All right.
So Tyler is mentioning, okay.
Is it Wonder Bread that I do?
Wonder Bread, guys.
And I
Wonder
will
Bread. I want to eat this right now.
give you a ghost mackerel.
And a ghost
Ghost
mackerel.
mackerel.
So, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm going to put this up. These are not no joke lures, guys. These are, I call them lures because nice size bucktails, man. You're going to catch a big fish with these. Nice size weight on them. What are they, about a 1.5 ounce?
That
yeah?
one is,
2
I
ounce,
think that
maybe?
one's 2 ounce.
2 ounce.
The Wonder Bread's 2.
Yeah, it's a little heavier.
Yeah, and that one's 1.5.
Yeah, so there you go. 1.5.
ghost
And,
mac.
yep, got it. So basically, there you got it. Let me put that overhead. Look, I want you guys to see this. Look at these bucktails. Look. That's as close as they're getting, so that means I got to lift them up, and I love doing this. Check out the Wonder Bread, dudes. Come on, look at that. This takes time to put every dot in there. Do you understand what I'm
And
saying?
the thread patterns, they
Look
they
at
take
this.
some time.
This is thick stuff here. Like, if I put my face in front of this, I won't know where I am. I'll fall on my face because I'll lose my coordination. And then you got the other one. Dylan, what was this one called
That's a
again?
ghost mac.
Ghost Mac. Look. These designs take time. This is not your ordinary bucktail. You're not going to pay I hope it's 45 cents. It's not 45 cents, all right?
Mario from Mugging Up Bucktails. I started tying bucktails last year. I started in February.
There you go.
Tied for 1 month. And then
Beautiful
I
thing.
took the whole time off, getting into fishing, and I started up again in the fall. And Mario from Mugging Up Bucktails taught me tons and tons of stuff that I probably still wouldn't have learned.
Yeah. Mario's one dude that I respect. I use his bucktails. I crushed him in Jersey last
I have a ton of respect for him. He
Yeah.
sells them. I sold them. He didn't have to help me.
Yep.
He did anyway.
No doubt.
So he's a great guy.
Hey, you know what I didn't ask you? I asked you earlier, I know, but I want you to tell the group out here the hook sizes here you're using.
Those are 9.0s.
And are these Mustangs?
Those
what
are
are you
Mustangs,
using?
yeah.
There you go, bro. So with these guys, basically a 9.0, You can hook your mother-in-law on this and she's not getting away.
Yeah.
Even though you really wanted to get away. But anyway, this is good stuff, beautiful stuff. I love the threading on this. Look. Let me see if I can get this a little clearer. Hold on.
That's not working.
It's not working, honey, right?
I think you have
Cheap
it too. There you
bucktails.
go.
These cheap bucktails.
It's not the
No, I'm
bucktails.
just kidding. There you go. I got it up now. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at this. Look at every dot. There's like
Ooh,
there's like 6 pink dots. Is there a reason for that? No, I'm just kidding. But look at this. Look at this.
How
Beautiful.
much-
I think the reason why Wonder Bread works as well as it does,
Yeah.
the cones in the striped bass's eye pick up certain colors
Yes.
better than others.
Yes.
So yellow and chartreuse, those are 2 colors that the
So
striped
true.
bass pick up more than other colors. And then, the
Interesting.
pinks.
Beautiful. I love this. So, okay.
Nice.
So we went a little overboard on showing over the things, but these are worth going overboard. Thank you for that, Dylan, man. These are nice. So the first caller to call in is going to win both of these, and we'll do a couple of these tonight. With the final being a half an ounce of gold being given away for free. No, I'm just kidding. No freaking gold on this show. Anyway, so let's get back over here. Let's get back to the overhead. So the first person to call in, honey, you want to set that up?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the number.
Yeah, she's a little pissed off at me. This is going to be bad after Dylan leaves. I'm
Here.
gonna be. While Dylan
There's
is
the
here, I'm
number.
protected
Nice
by
and
another
big.
man, There you go. Call in right now, honey. Here's my phone.
845.
Here's my phone, honey.
213
Here's my phone. Coming through.
3895.
Get my phone. Does your earphones work? Here. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. I love my wife, Dylan. I really do.
So-
man. I'm very lucky. All right, so Dylan, we didn't really jump into it. We're going to jump into it now. So you started here, and there's more to talk about. We still have to talk about those big bleeping fish. I'm allowed to say bleeping. I feel so happy for that. But anyway,
Freaking
let's talk about now your bucktailing business. How did this all start? Why did it start? Why did you feel that, hey, my bucktails are better than other guys? Well, I shouldn't say that, but my bucktails are different than others. I want to get this out there. How did this start? Tell us all about it.
It all started with because of bluefish. Catching so many bluefish, you're losing a $10 bucktail. It adds up. Sometimes you go through $100, $120 a day worth of bucktails. I thought, hey, let me invest in this and I'll save money. Well, that never happened because the vise is $250. The molds are $200. The cost of deer hair went through the roof.
It did go through, guys. If you did, it
some
did.
tails, certain colors are $10, $12 a tail, and on a 3 to 5 ounce bucktail, you might be getting 2 or 3 bucktails out of one tail, plus your time. So that's how I got into it. And then I wanted to get into more custom patterns, and
Yeah, I get it, man. So basically, you got into it. You wanted to show people your product. And I have to tell you, I'm astonished because I never really looked at it up close until tonight. You did give me some that I've been giving away. They haven't been that big, but you brought over some monster bucktails.
like a lot of the demo pieces that I would make, I
Yeah.
would make them in like the smaller size bucktails because
I love it.
honestly, I only like throwing bucktails in the jetty. So I use a lot of like 2.5 to 5 or 6 ounce bucktails. I don't like throwing bucktails from a beach. I'm just not confident in it. So I said I'm going to give it more of a shot. So a lot of the bucktails I made for the demo pieces were smaller.
Right.
And then I wound up, someone asked me if I was bringing them to one of the shows.
Right.
And I brought them and I sold pretty much all the bucktails and I saw you. And those were the ones
Yeah.
that I gave you.
Yeah, so I got to mention, people, these bucktails that you're seeing, these aren't even top. These are like $15 here. Look, guys, you say to yourself, oh, $15, I can go get a jetty. Go get it. Nobody's telling you not to get a jetty bucktail. I've caught plenty of fish.
Okay.
But I did.
We have a caller, and the lines are really, I know everybody's trying to get through, but we already have a caller. So just want to let everybody know.
Wow, Dylan, you really overdone it tonight. They want those bucktails.
Yeah.
But those bucktails that you're looking at right now, basically $15 a piece, and they're still a bargain. When you get them and you hold them in your hand, one more time, look. This is a big bucktail. Look at the size of my hand. And look at the bucktail. It's going over. I mean, you're getting your money's worth. It's a beautiful bucktail. It's not fun to lose bucktails like these, but you're a spastic if you do. I'm just kidding. I lose bucktails all the time. So, again, we do take donations. Help me. It's expensive to run this show. It's not easy.
Can you put the connection on? You want to take the caller?
Yes, I'm going to take the caller right now, honey. Go ahead. So who do we got on right now?
Okay, so we have John from Brooklyn. Go ahead.
John.
Happy Easter. Just, it's Easter.
John, what's up, buddy? Happy Easter to you. I'm
What's up,
glad.
man?
I'm glad you called in. How's the fishing over there in Brooklyn?
You know, the night fishing is really what the bite is right now. You get the night bite or the early morning bite. That's where you're going to catch.
Excellent, buddy. All right, so we have
he
Dylan
wins?
on. Yeah, you're going to win the 2 bucktails. That's a fact. But I want you to ask Dylan anything you want to ask him. Let's stick on the category of fish and bucktail. Oh, excuse me, striped bass and bucktails. Please don't ask any questions about alligator.
Yeah, so what's the lowest weight you go on your bucktail?
The lowest weight that I have is half ounce.
All right, yeah, because it's been working for me, honestly. I've been working with half the point.
And I also have to reenact on this. I have to let you know that I held his bucktails. Now, you know, an ounce or an ounce and a half to me, immediately I get blown off. But I learned something this year. You know, the thicker these things are, obviously, it's not going to sink like a regular tiny little bucktail where it's like a rock and it goes straight down. It's got a lot of feathers on there. It's got a lot of real, I'm going to re-stress on that, real bucktail on that. And it's coming straight from the buck's ass because I know that he cuts it. He catches them and he takes the tail off and the buck goes free. But he has some really nice stuff, and with a little bit of a current, such as like in areas like jetties, I think these things are marvelous. I can only imagine what they look like against the water with the current and you reeling in. They must be a magnificent looking creature to a striped bass. And the beauty on these things is I love catching stuff, big fish on my stuff, and then they go up on my wall here. I don't want to give it away. I feel very soon my wall is going to look like a Christmas tree with these bucktails, but they are that nice. Dylan, you want to add anything else to your bucktails that you want to let? Excuse me, honey. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, thanks for calling in, John. We'll let you go so you can continue listening to the show.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, Joan.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. So I appreciate the callers in. We're going to have to do another caller, but we're going to only do 1 bucktail this time. Bill Jacob, good evening, late but here. How are you, Bill? Bill also helps us out on Beach Access. He does the same thing that Dylan does, Montauk Surf Association. I know everybody tries to do the best they can for all of us, and the more we all work together, which I know these guys do, it's only better for us in the end. So thank you to Bill Jacob. I'll have him on the show very soon again. Bill Jacob is not a man to go more than 2 hours without being on my show, period. The man has a lot of knowledge, and I like to share it with all of you. Okay, going back to Mr. Dylan Jewell, talking about the VP Club again. I want to bring that back.
The New York Coalition of Recreational
Okay,
Fishing.
so basically what are you doing there, Dylan? What's your job there?
So we also fight for access. Also, like I said,
Right.
we help get the cameras at
Yes.
demo. We're trying to get them at other beaches.
Nice.
Also,
Good,
You
good.
You want to hold people.
I just want to make sure that I covered it. You did. My small mind and smaller memory doesn't remember these things. But as soon as you started talking about, you're like, what did you just ask him? You ruined the show. I'm
No.
sorry about
Sorry.
that.
It's
Oh,
not
I wanted
ruined
to
yet.
go back
Yeah.
to the question or the comment from
Yeah.
Tyler, and I have to bring that up. Okay, he was saying, when they dredge, why do they not dump the sand on the backside instead of the ocean side?
More
Any
important
idea on that?
areas. That's just what the plan was for that. They blew tons of sand in to the backside of Smith Point to make it a bird sanctuary. They spent $1 billion to get all that sand back there.
Right.
Years ago, no, not years, maybe like 5-6 years ago, from like Great Gun, which is out by Smith Point. So from like Great Gun to the inlet It's a massive area, and they went in there with machines, took all the grass down. They made that a bird sanctuary. Didn't work. The birds just set up where they want.
I got one. I guess it's one of your buddies. He says Chris Rooney. Do you know him?
Yeah, he's in my surf club.
Chris Rooney says Dylan's kids catching bigger fish than most of us. LOL.
Yeah. My two kids, Mason and Aiden. Mason came in first place in New York State surf fishing contest for junior division with bluefish, with a 14-pound bluefish. And my son Aiden, he came in first place New York State surf fishing contest, largest striped bass in the kids division, 17 pounds.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So they got plaques. I remember winning plaques. Was that from 2003?
Yeah.
I came in second place in junior division for
Nice.
striped bass and bluefish. So
I know you won last year's competition, 2022, which was the...
I won 2 years in a row, New York State surf fishing contest. Last year, came in first, and I came in first place with a 51-pound striped bass.
Wow.
And then first place with the 20-pound bluefish.
Beautiful, Dylan.
Yeah, our
love
fishing
to hear
club
that.
in total, they had the interclub dinner.
Yeah.
I think there's 10 or 11 clubs on the island.
Sure.
And you get 2 representatives from each club. And Matt Broderick, he runs it.
Yes.
Our club, you needed a pallet to get the amount of plaques that we got
Yeah,
out
I
of
can
there.
imagine.
Our club we came in
you
first.
rocked it.
We came in first place also. So we
Beautiful.
we have a lot of talent in our club.
I want to also stress that, you hear Dylan, okay? He won 2 years in a row. That makes you 22, 23?
21, 22.
Oh, 21, 22.
It's from April 15th to the middle of November.
Got it. So basically you won 2 years in a row. Now, understand, people, you do have to know everything, which means included your tides, your moons, your areas. You got to know where you go fishing. You can't just go out. You can go out and catch a 60-pound striped bass. But the truth of the matter is, if you're going to do this on a regular basis, such as Dylan, he knows his areas. There's only one final secret that can help all of us in an instant, just like that. It's the grind. And I know Dylan for a fact. He's out there, the proof of purchase pictures, whether he's posting a 21-inch striper, which I love, because it takes a real specialist to catch a smaller fish. I can tell you that right now. But to catch those big fish, too, and post them and see that, he grinds a lot. And when we talk about grinding, your grind can be on the beach for 2 hours, and you're doing it 5 days a week. That's a grind for you. God bless. Keep doing it, because eventually, you're going to score something nice. And when I say something nice, it doesn't have to be a 50, 60-pound fish. Dylan, it could be a 20-pound fish, 15-pound fish.
Yeah,
but those are nice fish.
The older I get, I mean, you always want to catch big fish, but the older you get, you're just happy to get into them.
Appreciate.
The president of my surf fishing club, Artie Boyd.
Yeah.
He posted something in our group chat, and he was like, with every fish comes some sort of sacrifice, whether it's calling out of work, maybe missing a family event.
I like the calling out of work part, but
sacrificing sleep.
Right.
I wake up around 4:15 to go to work.
Yes.
I got to be at my shop at 5 o'clock. I work in the city, so I'm in the city, work all day, come home. My son Aiden, he has football. He has practice 2 times a week.
Right.
We have the baby who's 5 months old. My other boy Mason, he's got lacrosse. So we're doing all the sports stuff. Wow. Come home, get them dinner, get them showered, get their, brush their teeth, get them ready to bed.
Absolutely.
Make sure I'm with Brittany, a little bit of time.
Of course.
And then I'm driving 45 minutes an hour out west when I'm fishing there. And then I'm fishing till 2 in the morning. And then I got to drive home, take a shower, and I'm right back to work.
And you're right back to the schedule.
Lack of sleep.
But you know what?
Yeah.
This is all, everything that you just said, everything is a grind, and it all interacts with what you love to do. You love to fish. I know you try to get out there as much as you can. I know last time you told Brittany you were at my house having dinner me while you were out all night fishing. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
No, she's great.
I know.
I get to fish a lot because of her.
Nice.
It's a beautiful thing. I understand.
Fishing saved me from a lot of stuff when I was younger, stuff that I went through. So that's why I put as much as I do back into the community, not just
I
fishing.
want my fucking G.I. Joe you stole from me as a kid. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's why, I probably, thinking back with some of the stuff, I probably shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And fishing pulled me out of that.
Nice.
So I owe a lot to the community.
And I just want to mention to everybody, the first time he was on the show, he came over with his wife. She was pregnant.
She was pregnant, yeah.
And Romina, you want to talk about his wife a little bit? Because you always do.
Yeah, it was so great. She was here. I wish you could have come back this time. But how old is the baby now?
5 months.
It was 5 months ago.
She's very shy, my wife, such as now, but she's always telling me, oh, remember Dylan's wife.
This is so nice.
Responsible woman. Some of the stuff she was saying, wipe the spit off the side of your mouth, Dylan, and button up your shirt. And she told you shut up a few times, but you obeyed very nicely.
You're just kicking me under the table.
He was kicking you under the table. But you know what? You took those kicks like a champ.
Yeah.
And that's what it requires in marriage. It's a two-way street, Dylan. I know you have that under. You're so proud of your baby. I see the post. If you're not following Dylan on Instagram, get on there.
So adorable.
The best. And you're a family guy because you post your kids that you've had before, correct? Yeah. And you're also posting the new baby, which you're crazy about. And I know your wife, too, works very hard. Mm-hmm. And also keeping the family together.
She works from home full-time for Northwell. And, she's busy with that. And then she's got the baby full-time. She gets both the kids on the bus in the morning, gets them off the bus, packs their lunches. Right. I leave for work early. She does a lot.
Yep. All right, guys, so I want to mention again. Hold on. Okay, go ahead, hon. You want to say something?
Oh, and comment from John Kirianis. He just wants to say thanks to Dylan. He was very open to letting me join on a LIBBA beach course and immediately joined. And now I've been driving onto my beach spots all spring long.
Proof of purchase on Mr. Poseidon's site. Thank you, John.
I still have your LIBBA plate. I have your package for you. We got to meet up so I can get it to you.
He gave it to me. It's mine now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, man, this is great. So, again, we have tonight on, we have Dylan Jewell. He is the director of the LIBBA and also the VP of, I always get that.
The coalition, just to keep it short.
New York
There
Coalition.
There you go. Also, I want to say a couple of hellos out there I haven't. My Kish, Carl Newman, Bronx Surfcaster. Thank you so much. You don't know what you mean to me, Oscar. You've been here when we had 5 watchers or listeners on. Oski's up in the canal, guys. Thank you so much, Oski. Danny DeMorales. Danny DeMorales holds a dinner every couple of months, and we all meet up in the area called, what is it, Danny? It's Brooklyn and the Wits Inn.
Oh, the Wits.
And that was great. We all got together, and we just had oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Thanks, Bill.
Bill Jacobs, thank you so much. I can't begin to tell you what a beautiful thing. Guys, help us out, even if it's $5. To Bill Jacob, stop. You've done enough for me since this all started. But Danny DeMorales, he holds this dinner thing, and we all do a little fun there. Now we're going to get a bigger group together. A lot of people missed out on last time, and they wanted to be there. It's a Surfcasters bar, guys. It's something that somebody, Joe Pinto, God bless you, brother. You've always been here also. Thank you so much. So, Danny, get that thing going again, bro, so we can talk about it and we can all get together and have a nice time together. That was great what you did last time. All you got to do is bring your own beer. They got ice there. You throw it in the ice, and then you can order anything off you want on the menu. Danny is not going to pay for that. No, you have to pay for that part yourself. Danny just puts everything together and gets all the Surfcasters together.
Yeah.
And I had a great time with last time. It was great. Get to meet my buddies. Just beautiful stuff. Maz Mace VR, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is that
Brittany.
one of you guys?
That's Brittany. She's on
my goodness.
Mason's.
Their sons.
Don't do that, Brittany. Thank you. It's enough. We got your husband here. We got the bridge.
She's spending our fishing money.
Yeah, stop. You're gonna get my ass beat here before you leave. No. All right. So anyway, thank you so much for that. Let's get back now to Dylan Jewell. Let's talk about a little bit.
Great comments on the bucktails,
yeah,
by the way.
For real. Definitely.
I love how they look.
Let's do another call-in right now, honey, because we're going to do 3 tonight. So, Dylan, you want to pick another 2, man? Let's pick another 2.
All right. This is one of my favorite patterns.
Show it up to the camera right there, buddy.
Chicken scratch.
Chicken scratch, guys. Here, hand that to me.
Wait,
I'll get that
let's put
going.
it over here.
Yeah.
And
There it is.
this is a cool one. These
This
heads.
is a nice bucktail, bro. What do you got a chicken scratch bucktail?
These
Right
heads
here on the
are
Poseidon show.
pretty tricky to make. It's like a 2-step process. I call that one Northern Lights. And
Oh, there goes a calling guy.
They-
Okay, let's look at this one. This is nice, Dylan. You do a two-step process. You want to tell me about
with the
that
head.
again?
So you dip it in one pattern, one color, whatever your base color might be, and then there's another type of powder coat that you got to dip it in, and it is inconsistent. You kind of do burn through quite a bit of jig heads to achieve the effect that you want, but when you get it right, it comes out pretty cool.
That's the best, the closest I can get it for you guys. But this is a nice bucktail, man. This is not no slouchy bucktail. Again, in number 9-0, you said?
What's that?
9-0 Mustang hook on that?
The 1 ounce and 1.5 ounce bucktails are 8.0s.
Yeah, these are still big bucktail. You're not going to lose
I've
your
caught
fish.
50-pound fish
Yeah.
on them out of the
No
jetties.
doubt, no
and,
doubt.
You know,
We have
What
a
a-
caller.
a real tight drag, and they never
right.
bend out.
So let's
have
get
a
over to
call.
the caller.
We have Carl Newman from Brooklyn on the line.
Carl Newman. Carl, you've been on the show a while.
What's
How
up,
you doing,
guys?
buddy?
What's going on?
Everything is great. So, Carl, you're going to
Carl,
win
the winner of these
those two bucktails.
bucktails.
These are nice bucktails, Carl, you just won. These are dynamite.
They look great, man.
Yeah,
They look
re-
great. I appreciate that.
I really do. So to qualify you for this win, got to come up with a nice
Qualify.
question for Jewell right here.
What?
That's Dylan Jewell. So ask him anything you want, buddy.
So, what's your favorite plug to throw? I mean, I assume you throw a lot of bucktails out there in Long Island, but besides bucktails, what's your go-to?
I really only throw bucktails in the jetty. I hate throwing bucktails on the beach. I don't have any confidence in them.
But he's asking you other than the bucktail.
Yeah,
I'm
but other
sorry.
than the bucktail, darter.
There you go.
darter?
Darters, bottle plugs, and needlefish. Those are my 3 favorite plugs, but darter would be number 1. I pulled 2
That's
fish
cool,
over
man.
50 on darters. The other 50 was on a bottle plug. You know, I guess
That's
Pete Minnow.
amazing, man. Well,
Sorry.
no, I was going to say your bucktails look amazing, man. I've known Mario. I mean, I've been fishing Mario's bucktails for a while, man, and he's the man. So
He is. Mario, he's
pretty
awesome.
cool to hear that. Yeah, it's pretty cool to hear that he's kind of helped you out. And you could tell, man, your work looks amazing too, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Mario pretty much taught me most of what I know with bucktails. You know, we worked together. There's times where I didn't have a mold, and I was in a pinch on an order, and he made them up, didn't charge me. You know, if he ever needs anything from me, you know, I'd give him whatever he needs.
Nice.
I got you. What about topwater? Do you throw any topwater out there?
I fish pretty much at nighttime. There's some days where on the weekends, you know, if I fish all night into the daytime, you know, I'll throw some pencils. Mario, actually, he's making me a pencil right now. I can't wait to try that out.
Yeah.
And then my buddy Vinny.
Yeah, he made me. No, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
No, you didn't cut him off. Go ahead, buddy.
No, Vinny, Mario made me a nice pencil too. I haven't had a chance to throw yet.
Yeah, he does awesome work.
Totally awesome.
Super, Carl. Thanks so much for calling in, and we'll be sending you your drawing win.
Thanks for the
Appreciate
calling,
it, guys.
Carl.
Thank you so much.
Carl, God
See
bless
you.
you,
Appreciate
brother.
it, guys.
See
Hope
you
you
soon,
enjoy
Carl.
those bucktails,
Take
pal.
care.
Bye.
Catch you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we appreciate those calls. We're going to do one more call in
Hold-
tonight.
Hold on 1 second, because we had written we got to pick from the comments.
Yeah, I have 2 sets here.
There's
So we're gonna do-
four more.
Yeah, so we're going to do another call in about 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to do the final raffle
Okay,
of
so
the
not
2
yet.
bucktails. So we got in perfect tonight. And, okay, so let's go back to Dylan Jewell and Brian, thank you so much, man. I love your cutting board. Brian makes some awesome cutting boards. It's in my videos that I made. What an awesome cutting board. I use it every day, and it's very well used already.
I'm going to make him a few bucktails for a cutting board.
There you go. Right on. Danny D. Morales, what's up, my brother? All right, so, okay, let's get back to Dylan Jewell. Dylan, you want to add in anything that you want to talk about tonight other than just asking questions to you all night?
I guess stuff, along the lines of LIBBA. Just whoever's new to the beach or has been driving on the beach, just remember to air down. Not only are you destroying your truck, you're destroying the beaches. It not airing down it messes up the beaches.
And not only that, you said it perfect. It messes up your truck because what's happening is your transmission is working a lot harder.
I hear their engines screaming down the beach, and you're struggling so much. It's still mind-boggling to know that someone's driving like that. And the struggle, the wear and tear that's going on their truck. All you got to do is air down to 20 psi.
That's it.
And you don't even need to. If you let off your gas pedal, you could just glide across the sand. That's how you want it to be.
Yeah, without
you don't want to air down too low.
Yeah, I always air out too low. I don't do that anymore. We were talking about that earlier.
You don't want to pop a bead.
Right.
Like this little tricks. If I have ratchet straps in my pickup.
So do I. Yeah.
If you ever pop a bead, you just drive your tire, drive it right over the strap, ratchet strap it down.
Yeah.
Fill it with air, it'll pop right on the bead.
There you go.
It's a little better and safer. Not too many people keep ether or starting fluid on them. That's another way to pop your tire back on.
That's another way. Yeah, right.
But, there's little tricks. I think it's great, to join LIBBA. I mean, you don't...
Join LIBBA now, man. And the next thing you know, you're going to be like, yo, man, I just popped my tire.
And not everyone has to go to every event that we have. You don't got to be at every meeting.
Right.
But the money goes to a lot of good causes. We donate a lot to Casting for Recovery.
Right.
That's women with breast cancer.
Yes.
And, that's an amazing organization.
It says Turtle Cove Tackle says here. Turtle Cove Tackle. For those of you guys that do not know, they make excellent product. I have a Boga grip holder. Now, people will say, what do you need? You just use a clip. Hangs right off.
I got the Boga, the plier sheath, and the jig strip pouch.
And why does he use this stuff? This not just a random guy using this stuff because it's good stuff.
It's great.
And I have to say something to add on that. So I had my 30-pound Boga grip, but then when I moved up, because I caught a few fish over 30 and I couldn't weigh them precisely, you could take a measurement and go by that, but you never get the precise weight. So going back to, I had it clipped on and it was fine. But then when I moved up to the 60, it became a whole different ball game. And I'm not a very tall guy, guys. Guys, listen to me carefully. I am not a very, very tall guy. So what happens is that thing used to whip around like a billy club and used to bang me around the knee area or just above. I got the Boga grip holder and what a difference. I mean, it was like magic. And I used their lanyard that comes with it, works perfectly in and out, slides in and out whenever you need it. It's right there. That's the Turtle Cove Tackle Boga grip holder and their plier holders. They got that material called, what's that material that they use? Graphite or?
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, they use that nice material.
This stuff's great though, because I used to carry my Boga. I just hook it on a D-ring.
Yeah.
I do a lot of swimming with fishing, and I do a lot of skishing.
Correct.
I skish the outer bars. We'll swim out of the inlet pretty much, and we'll be in front of an inlet at nighttime. And I would get caught, in the lanyard while I'm swimming around, and that really keeps it.
Yep. Thank you for that too. Go back down, honey. Go back down. It says carbon fiber.
Oh,
thanks, Angie.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So it's carbon fiber. This is top-notch equipment. So when you go and you ask him, or you go to his site on Instagram, we'll put that down on the bottom, honey. Can you write that down?
What's that?
Turtle Cove Tackle. They can find it. Turtle Cove Tackle.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just saying the link to them. You'll find that when you use this stuff, you're going to be happier in there. Because I was, and I'm that kind of guy that's very skeptical with things. I'm like, I'm fine. I got my clip. But then you put it on, and it's there. It's steady. It's not waving around. What a beautiful piece of machinery to have on your belt. Turtle Cove Tackle, thank you so much for that. I know how hard you guys work. And they also make an excellent knife.
Yeah, the dive knife.
I gave away 2 of those dive knives. I got to order another one because I want to get one.
I think everyone should have a dive knife.
Oh.
I mean, if you ever get caught, especially guys who swim, you get caught in line, rope, anything, you don't know what's out there.
Absolutely. You need it. And when people talking about, like, what is he talking about? Okay, so here it is. He just said shark. You're not going to get your head bitten off by a shark. But if you're reeling in a striped bass and the striped bass happens to hook up to it and you're fighting it and it's a problem, you take that dive knife, use it, and just cut the line right there and you're saved.
I give it a few more years and someone will get bit bad.
Someone.
Real bad.
Really?
And you know who that guy's going to be like? Dylan! Yo, man, I'm Mr. Poseidon. I got to do this. Let's take me out there. Mr. Poseidon loses his neck out in Montauk this weekend.
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time, man.
Yeah.
Sharks are swimming in close, and big sharks.
Yeah, there's a few times I was out on Weakfish Rock and middle of the night, and
I can't do this.
they
Can't
the
talk
seals. You know, I saw that there was some seals around, and I knew the bite wasn't going to be
Right.
much of anything.
Right.
And the seals started jumping straight out of the water, and Weakfish Rock is a lot deeper than what it used to be. Years
Okay.
ago, way before my time,
Yeah.
at low tide, you were able to get out there in waders. And now it's sinking. You know, the sand
Yeah.
gets washed out from underneath
Well, the
it.
water's coming up.
The water's coming up,
Levels higher,
you
huh?
know.
Wow.
But yeah, there's, you never know.
We're ready to take another calling caller. You want to put that number up, honey? Call the number, and what are the 2 new bucktails are going to be up?
to get through.
I will go,
That's a sweet one.
this is a
Sweet.
Wacky Mac.
Here.
Get the guest alone. There you go. Put it up on the screen, right in the front of the circle there.
Call this one a Wacky Mac.
Put your hand in the back of it like that. Yeah, let me do. There we go. Now put your hand behind it like this. There you go, guys. Look at that Wacky Mac. What a beauty. That's good stuff, man. That takes time to do that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dylan.
A lot of work goes into it. You know, not only do you got to order everything and make sure you have all the right stuff, you got to get the lead, melt the lead. You got to have a smelter, got to have the molds, got to
Sure.
get the hooks, got to get the eyelets. It's a lot.
What's this one called now?
This is gasoline.
And we also have gasoline. And let me tell you, just holding it, my hands already smell like gasoline. Let me just show you guys. Look at these lures, man. These are not your everyday lures, man. Oh, excuse me. These are not your everyday bucktail, guys. This is nice. It's nice to have in your collection. I know maybe in the future he's going to be coming out with 3-box packages just to talk. That's all. Could be happening.
The reason why I had to put a stop to all of it, it was
Getting out of control.
Unreal the amount of orders I was getting. And at first I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But it became such a chore.
Yeah.
And I almost started losing my passion just
Yeah.
for tying these patterns. You know, it wasn't during fishing season, but I would come home from work and it was pretty much right down to the basement. I have 3 6-foot tables set up. So one table's got all the jig heads. The other one's my powder coating station. And the other one's where I tie. And I wind up spending 4 or 5 hours a night after work down there. Brittany would be kind of alone with the baby. Yeah. And it just became way too much. And
I
then,
like this.
And then with sports starting, you know, with the kids and the baby, I had to put a stop.
I got to tell you, I'm holding this bucktail here with, and the only thing this reminds me of is like a zombie, like brains. I love this. I love this.
We do have
Look
a
at-
caller,
look at-
Mr. Poseidon.
Yes.
We have
Just tell the
Tom.
whole caller to hold on. I want to talk about Dylan's thread.
Okay.
The treading on that, guys. This takes time. This is
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Congratulations, Dylan. So, okay, who's the calling caller? Let's
So we have
go.
Tom Hood from the Ocean State.
Hood.
Go ahead, Tom.
Tom, you become a regular on the show. I'm going to have to start charging you. It's
I know. I
$4.99
got
every
your number
minute you're
down to
on.
memory now.
He knows the
How's
number
it
by
going,
heart.
Mr. P?
Bill
Hey,
Jacob.
Dylan, those are some awesome bucktails that you've got there that you're producing.
Thank you.
What are you using for your inspiration to come up with these interesting color schemes?
There was some ideas like Super Strike, some Super Strike patterns that they have out there. My one buddy Tommy Steinbeck, he wrote in earlier. He gave me a few ideas. Mario, we bounced ideas off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Mario is very creative. I know he is. I spoke to him many times.
Sure.
And he's always said the nicest things about you. But Tom, he hasn't said the nicest things about you. What's going on with
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Tom.
No, are you kidding me? This guy's loaded with some talent. Plus, I mean, he's working, providing for his family. He's getting his kids out there fishing.
Absolutely.
They're involved in sports. My God, you're juggling, and then you're involved with the LIBBA as well. Hats off to you, Dylan.
Yeah, it's nonstop. It's we have board meetings once a month. My fishing club, we have a meeting once a month. On top of the coalition meeting, we do board meetings over Zoom. I'm doing Zoom meetings while I'm at football practice. It takes up a lot of time, but you know what? There's a lot of other guys who are way more involved than me, and I look up to them.
Right.
So,
All right.
Well,
so,
all I can say is keep up the good work, and I'll definitely throw those with hopefully I put a nice one on there, worthy of the hook.
hey,
Definitely. Send me pictures.
Tom, before you go, thank you so much. I know that you've been supporting me for a while, and I appreciate this.
Yeah.
Even though it might not be in the money.
Hey, I'll be seeing you.
Yeah.
I'm going to see you Wednesday night.
Great. Bring a lot of money. Bring lots of money. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
I will.
I'm kidding.
I will.
I'm kidding, Tom. I like you, and I can't wait to see you Wednesday night. I'm looking forward to that. A lot of my friends up in Rhode Island. I'm very excited about that. And all right.
Good
So,
deal.
Calling Tom. See you
Tom, thank
soon.
you, Tom.
All right,
Thank
sure
you, buddy.
thing.
God
Talk
bless.
to you both soon. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
So you guys saw the bucktails. I'll show you really quick again. These are the bucktails we gave away in sets tonight. Look at these beautiful bucktails that my subscribers have won in good jest of Dylan Jewell. That's the Long Island Bass Hunter. We'll leave a link on the bottom. Definitely get a hold of him. Anything you want to ask, he's always willing to share information. And we're not talking about, hey, Dylan, what's up, man? Saw you on Mr. Poseidon show. Where's the spots, bro? No, don't do that because you're probably going to hear, hello? Dylan, are you there? So, yeah, do the right thing. Know what to ask. And the right thing to ask is, they might be going around your area, Dylan, and I know a lot of people ask you, what do you like to use in your areas? You just mentioned you like your Super Strike, correct?
Yeah.
Great darter to work with, without a doubt. Very, very favorited in Long Island, and it's favorited because it works.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I also fish. It's a little different than other people. At nighttime, everyone's like, "Oh, you got to fish low and slow." And I some nights, sure, it might work.
Right.
I fish my plugs more erratic, almost like an injured bait fish. It's like if you're in the woods and you see a bear, they say, "Don't move."
Yeah.
Don't move, because the second you make a quick,
I'm gonna run. But anyway, go ahead.
yeah, you make a quick movement, you're gonna trigger that instinct.
That instinct
to attack. And I believe that those fish might not just be on the feed, but they're just acting on instinct.
That's correct.
So if you twitch your rod tips and look at the plugs in the water, pull them right in front of you, move your rod tip, do different things. Watch how that plug reacts to what you're doing. Understand what the plug, how to use it. I've been fishing next to a group of guys and I've done stuff differently. And 9 times out of 10, I've pulled the bigger fish just from fishing the unconventional way.
Yeah, Ange is pretty cool. I love what he says right now. He says, Mr. P, you need to add some hackle feathers to your hat. Ask Dylan for some.
I got some in the car.
Thanks, Ange. Ange is part of the Gorilla Anglers. Check him out. Ange is a good guy. He fishes the Uptown crew up there in Upper Manhattan. They catch fish in those East Rivers. I know they do. Those guys fish hard. Ange being one of those guys. And also Ange has been a guest on this show. Ange, thank you so much for supporting me, brother. I have nothing always but the best to say about you. Great family guy. I love people who are in everything, in every aspect of life, they succeed. And Angie's one of those guys. All right, so the show is getting a little later now, and we are starving. That pizza's waiting down. It's cold or not, we're destroying it.
That's right.
But we'll be going down. But before we go, we did say we're going to do a giveaway through the, what is it called, honey?
The
comment picker. So let's get to the comment picker. Yeah, Dylan. Let's talk about those 2 last laws, Dylan.
All right. These ones aren't as crazy as the other
Oh, no,
patterns.
they are. They are.
But I saved these 2 for last because these are 2 of probably my go-to patterns. And I've caught most of my big fish in the inlet on this particular pattern.
Right.
I know it works.
Beautiful.
Some of my bucktails, I don't always use hackle on it.
Right.
But I use, different color trailers, different shape trailers. This is a classic, but
Let's go to the overhead view, guys. I want you to see this.
With a twist.
This is classic, but, we're talking about heavy dosage classic. It's like there's a, first quality, second, third, fourth. This is first quality right here. You're getting a good amount of hair on there. Also, those beautiful red feathers to simulate blood, something that their eyes do catch the red color, right? Is that in part of the spectrum? Yeah, so, and also the bucktails, the wind on there, and the glue, amount of glue you got is a good amount on there.
Yeah.
And that's a very important part of the bucktail, correct?
I go a little heavy
there you go.
on it. And I also do.
That's a Mario trick that he taught you because he does the same thing.
And when you put the under wrap on, and then you kind of thread the hairs into the epoxy on the bottom, this way you hold all those hairs in. That's another reason why I started making them. You're spending $10, $12 on these bucktails in the stores.
Yeah.
They're not epoxy in the threads.
These are not $10 and $12. Spend the freaking $15, $3, but you're getting. When you order Wonder Bread, he's going to send you a piece of Wonder Bread with it. You're going to really enjoy it.
The fancy patterns, I add, but depending on the pattern, it could be $1.50 to $3 more for the fancy pattern.
But you're using a good amount of product. I'm not trying to be cheap here. I'm not trying to cut you off. You're doing the right thing, Dylan, and you've got to somehow continue the process of making money so that you still can make these bucktails for us, because I don't know anybody who's making them with this much product on them, dude.
Well, the plan is to have the 2 kids do it, and I don't think the child labor laws go into effect in your basement.
There you go.
So
they're my kids. If I want to put them in Speedos, I can do it. All right, let me get the next one. And what's that one called?
This is wine. I dye the hair myself.
Nice.
But
there's the wine one, guys. Look at this.
Great.
And you got like little sparkles there on the
for the
jig
lateral lines.
So pretty.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yeah, that's up for the powder coating.
James
Beautiful.
Flynn is asking Dylan, what's the turnaround time?
Right now, I'm not taking orders.
Okay.
I won't have a house to live in anymore if I spend any more time in the basement.
Yeah.
He's got 4 million orders to fill right now. So he's working on it.
At one point, I was like 6 weeks out.
Right. Wow.
And, for bucktails, you know, that's
no doubt.
Yeah.
It takes a while,
right.
With like the Wacky Mac pattern.
How long does it take to tie one?
Just to tie one, it's probably about 25 minutes.
Okay.
Just to tie the one, and if you have an order of 12, it all like the classic ones, just white, with the red thread. You could bang out 10 of them real quick. But the other ones, it's 5 different thread colors.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Totally. So before we give these away, before I forget, Carl Hartman of American Angler, I was down there watching those guys fish in the river today, which was at Piermont Pier, public place. Just do the right thing. Have your passes and everything. Those DC and the police they're out of control. So make sure you have your stuff, because I don't want you to get a ticket and go, yeah, Mr. Poseidon said I can go fishing. I got a ticket for $400. You got a ticket because you're not listening right now and you went overboard on the wine. Don't drink wine during my show. And they make this difficult for me. But going back and more, not on the joking side, have all your passes, everything available. So back to Carl Hartman, American Angler. Thanks, Carl. Hope you catch a ton of fish down there. And again, I'm going to remind you, Danny Morales, get that dinner going. Give us some time so we can all get together and come down and have a great time. That was great what you did last time. I thought it was wonderful. And let's go. Nikki Bass, I need that in my life. Yes, you do. Get a cheap bottle of wine, right, honey? $7. My wife comes home with those bottles. Like, look what I got. This wine is great. And I'm like, yeah, it tastes like retarded grape. But anyway.
What?
Oh, okay. Anyway. All right, let's do that common picker. We're really hungry. We're going to eat each other in a little while.
Look at this. It's almost 8:30.
Yeah,
okay.
it's done.
Here we go.
Yeah. So let's go over the overhead. These are the
and-
two that are going to be auctioned off right now, which is, again.
It's not auction. It's
Yeah, right. The auction starts at $4,000. First bid. Dylan, the bucktail names again here are.
That's just a classic, and the other one's wine.
There you go. So you got a classic and a wine out. Both about 1 ounce, I would say. Maybe a little more, 1.5 ounces.
I think this one, that's ounce and a half.
Yeah, and the other one's an ounce. I could see it from here. All right, guys. So here we go with the common picker. You cannot win a prize tonight if you won one already. So if you want to go and log off right now and go do your thing and watch your soap opera or whatever was on a Sunday night, go do it.
okay.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the winner is Surfcasting Chris.
Okay, you got that one up. I see it. Surfcasting Chris, are you there? You got a 10-second countdown. 10, 9,
Surfcasting Chris.
8. Chris, it's almost up. Your time is almost up. 7, 6, 5. These are nice bucktails. They're not your regular bucktails. 4. Chris, it's almost time. Honey, keep it to the bottom.
This is the thing with the
3.
comment picker. You
Chris. Was he on the
gotta be
show
out there.
tonight?
I don't think I saw
2.
his name.
You're going to get one more. 1. Here it is, the final. Chris. Oh, my God. I hope you don't say anything and you don't hate me after the 0.
All right, we're going to have to pick something.
Run it again, honey. Run it. Run it. Just spin it. Spin it.
This is always tricky.
Spin it. Spin it. Remember, if you won one
Glitchy.
tonight, you can't win
Yeah,
twice.
we can't have
Jason
it again.
Palmatier is the winner right now. Jason Palmatier, you just spun it. I went right into it. I dove. I didn't wait. Okay, here we go. Oh, my God, look. Surfcasting Chris wrote here. Chris.
We already moved on. There's Jason Palmatier.
Jason Palmatier. Chris, I'm going to send you a little consolation prize. He's too nice, Chris. Chris is here every week.
Oh, man.
I feel terrible.
All right, he's going to get a consolation.
Do you have any
you
extra
go,
bucktail hairs, like 1 or 2 hairs? I'll send that to him.
Only the hackle for your hat.
There you go.
Oh, well. Okay.
All right, Chris, I'm sorry, buddy. All right, Jason Palmatier, congratulations. I'll get those out in the mail for you. Jason Palmatier fishes the Massachusetts areas. I've gone fishing up there with him. Mm-hmm. He fishes in cliffs, bro, where you're fishing off 30-foot ledges.
Yeah.
He catches fish out there. He knows how to catch them. He knows when the mackerel runs are. We do sabiki rigs with him, and it's not just your everyday fishing. You got to be with him to understand the waters, what he's explaining to you. Jason, thank you so much. I hope to see you again real.
Yeah, we did that that shoot with St. Croix.
Yeah.
Fished with St. Croix. And my buddy Daniel, he's really, hooked
Right.
up with St. Croix. Yeah. And they have their crew who's up in Massachusetts.
Right.
So we're all trying to do like a little fishing trip going up there.
It's great,
learning
great
up there.
stuff.
They have them come down here.
Sure.
So it's good fishing up there.
Beautiful
they have
fishing.
a great fishery.
They have a wonderful fishery up there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first off, first word, Dylan Jewell, thank you so much for coming to the show tonight. You came in studio. You're a great guest. I hope the guests got a lot of good out of this tonight. They should have. I heard a lot of cool stuff tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the donations tonight.
Thank you, WR.
Bill Jacob, thank you. That was a wonderful donation. And to everybody else, great donations. We appreciate you, WR. To all the winners, just send me on the Instagram a private message there. And,
or by email.
Or by email. Send the address.
It's in the description.
And we'll put those out this week. Also, Justin, you'll be getting your product out this week, too. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And see you next week. All excited. Always excited.
Thanks, guys.
Surf fishermen of the world. Let's go, let's go. Here we go.
Thanks, Dylan, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.